Today, we're going to be doing the first modification to my 1968 Ford Mustang. And before you guys get too excited, it's not what you guys think. Even though we have some pretty badass content coming here in the Nate Rider channel, we have some long tube headers from Pypes for Performance, and we got a twin turbo setup. So definitely subscribe down below. Stay tuned for the build, because you're definitely going to want to stay tuned to see what we got in store for Beverly. Today, instead, we're going to be fixing a problem that's very common on basically every single classic car here, and that is the headlights. I got the Lumentronics Halo headlights for my Mustang, which is going to resolve the very poor styling and poor performance that come on these stock factory headlights. These headlights are probably one of the most popular, if not the most popular headlights out in the market for Ford Mustangs. They are the 7-inch headlights with the Halo style. And as you guys may have seen in my past videos, I had a 3-valve Mustang, a 2008 Ford Mustang, which I had the Halo style headlights, and I just think they look so cool, so nice, and they perform so well. And I'm bringing it back here to my 1968 Ford Mustang. There is the multicolor, and then there is the single color. I got the single color just because the multicolor I think looks kind of tacky. It wasn't really much my forte, so I just got the basic Halo, running the bulb on these, which is going to provide 50% more brightness than the stock bulbs here. And basically it should be a very straightforward process and installation. Literally there's only 3 bolts, Phillips screwdriver, which is one of the main reasons why I love working on these classic Mustangs, because literally you could do a full installation with a simple screwdriver. 1, 2, 3, take off this little frame, and then there's another retaining one that holds on the actual headlight, another 3 screws, and then this thing pops out. So let's go ahead and do that. After we install the headlights, we have to go ahead and install the wiring for the Halos, which right now I'm gonna go ahead and hook it up to my parking lights, and then I may or may not in the future connect it to my ignition switch so it's always powered on. But it is a simple power and ground wire that you can literally connect anywhere that you want. For this video purposes, I am going to connect it to my parking lights right here, so whenever I have the parking lights on, the Halos will be on, which is going to be my DRL, my daytime running LEDs. And then when it's nighttime, I'm going to go ahead and just switch it over to the normal headlight, which will officially go ahead and deactivate the Halos. But when you're running the headlights, you won't really see the Halos anyway. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's start the installation and see how these babies perform. I think it's going to be a huge difference maker. Alright, first step when dealing with any type of electrical installations, it's always safe to disconnect your battery. You didn't have to disconnect everything, you really just needed to disconnect the power, but we got the negative. Now let's go ahead and take on these 3 screws. Alright, let's get right into the installation. Again, 3 screws, 1, 2, 3, and this sucker pops right out. Couldn't get any more easier than this. This full process to like swap out the full headlights takes, I would say at most 5 minutes. I'm gonna see how fast I can get it done right now. It is currently 3:14. Let's see what we can do when we pop it right out. Got the first cover off. Now there's gonna be 3 more screws. These are the tricky ones, because if they fall, that's gonna be the point of no return there. And that's the second retainer, and I only had 2 screws, but I guess the previous owner only needed 2 screws. And this sucker pops right out, and then you just pull it, disconnect it. So disassembly took 2 minutes. It's 3:16 right now, and this guy came right out. Now what we're going to do is replace it with the new headlights here. And you just got to make sure that all these wires that you connect to just go through and fish it towards the back, because we still have to wire the LEDs to the parking lights. So let me go ahead and get this connected first. So that snaps right in, and then you just fish this in the back, and then we're going to go underneath the car to work with the parking lights. And there you go. That is a pretty quick install. We ended at 3:21, so under 10 minutes. not too bad to at least install one of them. So now let's go ahead and see the difference between this guy without the LEDs, because we still have to go ahead and install the LEDs. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you the difference between this one, the halo headlights versus the stock. So let me go ahead and turn this on really fast. So I hooked the battery back up, and here's the difference. It's gonna be kind of hard to see it in the daytime here, but you could obviously see here the difference, the white light and then the weak light. This one is just so much brighter, as you guys could see clearly here. So now that we have that difference maker, we are going to I'm gonna do the install by myself here without showing you guys. It's basically the same process. Then we're gonna go ahead and connect the halos to the parking lights, and then we'll be good to go. You just gotta love quick and easy installs here. I just finished the left hand side, and my oh my, it just looks so much better. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it does look a lot cleaner in my opinion. There is that glare, but it looks pretty cool. Let me go ahead and just get it all close up and running for you guys. It looks really nice. I do have to go ahead and clean it, but I'm gonna wipe it down after I finish. Now that we got that installed, I'm gonna go ahead and connect the halos to the parking lights so that we could get the halo action, and then we'll be good for the day. Guys, so I pretty much had a decision between 3 wires to splice the power in, and I just guessed. It didn't work on the low lights, but look, I accidentally plugged it into the blinker lights, and look it, now it's blinking. That's so cool. Anyways, this is what I get for learning. Again, I'm just doing this based on common knowledge and common sense, and so I had to pick 3 wires. I had to basically pick 2 wires. One was ground, of course, and now that I got that, basically we have everything set here. Now I could just swap the wires and quick splice them, and we'll be good to go. All right, and just playing around with the 2 wires that I've had to pick and choose from, which one's positive and which one was for parking lights and which one was for blinker, and we got it set. So now that we got that, I'm gonna go ahead and finalize the passenger side, and we'll go ahead and see the end result once when it gets dimmer, which will be the ultimate lighting, and then we'll go ahead and see how good the performance is. And God said, let there be light, and boy, was it good. We finally finished the full halo headlight setup, and I'm super happy that this was actually went pretty good. No instructions, we just went by whatever wire was associated to the parking light, and well, it worked. So let me go ahead and show you guys what exactly I did. So if you guys want to install this, you could do it. All right, so this is the parking light that I got. Basically, the red wire goes to the black wire that leads directly to the light bulb. You'll see a black and a green. You can't really see it now. It's like black and blue or black and green or black and teal. I don't know. These wires are 52 years old, but basically there's 2 wires that go into this bulb right here, and then there's going to be a ground connection that's associated to right there. So sorry about the bad lighting. There you go. So there's the ground that basically connects to the ground of the bulb, and then there's 2 wires that go into the bulb. So red goes into the black wire that goes into the bulb, and then the ground goes to the black wire that's grounded right there, as you guys could see. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy process. Get a little cold start in. Open up the choke. There we go. There we go. So that's what the halo's on. It looks so cool. I'm gonna wait until it gets a little bit darker. Right now it's not so dark, but now let's go ahead and turn on the headlights. And that's how it is with the headlights. So much brighter, so much cooler. Now that I see it, I definitely need to wire it to the ignition so I can have halo at all times that the car is on. But for now, I really only installed it here for the DRLs. And I am so excited. I love this so much. Finally getting dark out here. We're gonna do a on drive, but I do want to go ahead and just do a shout out that I thought I was gonna need a soldering iron, solder, heat shrink. I thought I was gonna do the full 9 yards when it came to soldering. But honestly, what I did to get this job done was a simple Phillips head screwdriver and some, I did the weatherproof quick splices, and that's what got the job done. So very simple process. Took me, I would say, about, if I didn't stop, it would have taken me 30 minutes to complete everything, but I took some breaks and stuff like that, and I had to wait for the nighttime. So very easy install. I highly recommend it. Now that we have that done, I just need to put back the battery, everything back how it was, and then we're gonna go ahead and strap on the GoPro. We'll do a nice cold start, and then we'll see how it drives out at nighttime. A setup where we could actually see the halos Hell yeah. Let me go ahead and actually turn off the light. That is so badass right there. That is the halo lights. That's how it finally truly looks like in daytime. It was kind of hard to finally get the angle, but once when the nighttime came, now you could clearly see how cool those halo look like. That looks like a scene from like the beginning of a movie or something. That is awesome. I love it so much. It's got another startup. Take a nighttime drive here to see the actual results, and look at, I could actually see the road. Sorry about the bad video quality here. This is on my iPhone. I just wanted to go to show you a quick little workaround to see how it is, and so far it looks pretty nice. Again, video quality does no justice. You just have to see it in real life, but trust me when I say it, the lighting is just so much brighter. I literally could not see anything previously. Like, I couldn't see anything at all, and now I can finally see the road, and this is just so much better. First drive was lit, boys. Literally, it was lit. Finally, I get my halo headlights that I've been such a huge fan with ever since I had my 3-valve Mustang. A lot of you guys may be a fan of it, it may not, but to me, it makes me happy, and I hope you guys enjoy it, because whenever I see these halos on these Mustangs, I just fall in love, and I wanted to go ahead and get them as soon as I can. It adds a modern touch to a classic design. A lot of people kind of want to stay away from like the modern touch and the modern type of, damn, that lighting though. That lighting is bright, so that gives you a good representation of how bright it is. Just these are the DRLs. Comment down below what you think about these headlights. I think they add a sweet twist. Also, did I make a bad decision on the multicolor, because they do offer these in multicolors where you could like switch it to like red, green, blue. I honestly had no purpose for doing that. I didn't think it would look cool. Personally, I think it's a little bit tacky, but to each their own when it comes to modifying their cars. Again, it looked pretty cool, but I just didn't want to take it the extra mile, just because I don't think I would utilize those colors rather than just the basic white, which that's the ultimate kit that I would go and get. I'm super happy with these. Who knew that something little like headlights would change the complete personality of this car? And when it comes to the taillights, I'm not touching those at all. That's all I got here for you guys.